Hey guys, what's up? I'm Troy Griffin. I'm with the Keller Williams Heritage Realty office. I'm a real estate agent, and I'm also a proud member of the Reality Real Estate Team. And so today I'm going to talk with you a little bit of a discussion about renters. And we're going to talk a little bit about the advantages and disadvantages of using a real estate agent to help you if you're a renter with your search to find a rental home or townhome or rental property, and then also the disadvantages that can come for both the renter as well as the agent. So the first question that comes up, and I've kind of hinted to answer it for you: can or should real estate agents help renters with rentals? The answer is yes, we can, and should we? And I think you'll find you can make your decision based on the advantages and the disadvantages. In most cases, the answer would be yes. However, if you're time restricted, as an agent, it may be a little bit disadvantage. It may be a disadvantage for you as well as the customer if you're not going to be able to dedicate the time it takes to get them into a rental property. So let's go over some of those advantages and disadvantages. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at it from the renter's perspective. So a renter's point of view. Basically, we as agents, we are, in most cases, we have to make sure that we're taking care of the customer regardless of what it is we're trying to get you into. So if we're getting you into a home, which is our main objective, we would like to most likely have you, buy or sell your home. But if you're not, in a position to buy and you want to rent, we're going to be here to help you. And what that means is that if a property is listed in the multiple listing service, which is basically what real estate agents use to go in, and we can find out the specs of the home, we can find out all the details of the property, we can let you know, as informative about the neighborhoods, the pricing, whether that rental is actually good for the area that you're in. If you're paying too much, too little, in our opinion, we can do a comparative analysis, and we can actually find out for you how it's looking in terms of that area if you're doing a good job. And we can also look at some of the other properties and say, hey, you know what, we found some that might be a little bit more catered to what you're looking for in terms of a rental than the house that you're looking at now. So there's lots of advantages, and because we're going to come in as an objective outsider, we're not going to just try and push you into one particular property. We're going to try and show you a few different ones. So that's one thing that's the benefit of using us. And again, if you're a renter and you're going, hey, I'm tired of renting an apartment, let me try renting a house, or let me rent a townhome. How would I go about doing that? So most people can just go to the internet and you can find out that information, but you're going to get more of an informed, answer, someone that's going to be able to take the time and actually find you legitimate properties that are for rent, and so that's really what we are there to do, is to make sure that you're guided into the right direction of finding a property that is legitimately on the market for rent. The next thing is experience. In many cases, real estate agents, we have a lot of experience with homes. We may not have a lot of experience with rentals, but if our knowledge of homes is there, that can benefit you on the long run. If we can walk into a property and usually size up, okay, it looks like there's some water damage in the corner, it looks like you might have an issue with this flooring is a little bit off center. These are some of the things that you might want to utilize a real estate agent for, because they're going to tell you if the property is in decent condition before you move in, so that you aren't held responsible for anything after you move, when it's time to move out. Because you're renting on a time frame, it's not going to be your property, so at some point you're going to leave, and at that point you're going to want to get your deposit back. So we can go in and we can kind of fine tune some of the things and look around and say, okay, I think this might be an issue, that might be an issue. I'll let you make the decision if that's the house you want to get into, to rent, but I do have some other options for you. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to offer you our experience, our guidance, and hopefully get you into the home that you're comfortable paying whatever the rent is. The next thing is lease fee. And I put that as an advantage for renters because we basically do get some kind of payment to help you. And that's a benefit, meaning that we're going to try to help you. Obviously, if there was no income coming in, it was zero, I'm not sure why we would even be spending our gas, time, and effort to take care of you when we would probably be out trying to help someone who actually wants to buy a home that pays a little bit more, a lot more than the standard lease fee. But the thing is we are getting paid, so we're going to give you the service regardless, and we're going to make sure that you're taken care of. All right. Now, as an agent, one of the things we look at is you're a potential customer. A lot of times, people will say they want to rent, and later they'll be like, you know what, these rent prices are really high. Do you think I could qualify for a home? That's where we step in. We've got the mortgage reps that we can refer you to, find out if this is the right decision for you to rent again, find out if it's going to be a long-term rental. Maybe you should look into home ownership. Those are some of the things we can do. Also, we'll be there. Let's say you rent the house and it's only for a year. In most cases, we prefer that you come back to us. And the thing is if we gave you good service and we provided you with the service that that you find to be either exceptional or great, you're going to want to use us when it's time for you to actually go buy a house. And so that's what we're counting on, so to speak. We want to help you, but we also want to help you in the long run. Also, referrals. Let's say that you get in and you're like, man, I love this house. This is so great. I'm so glad my real estate agent helped me find a great house to live in. And this is your rental. However, you've got a cousin or an aunt that's actually saying, hey, you know what? Do you know anyone that might be good to help me buy or move or rent? Hey, referrals are great. That's how we kind of run our business. So we're looking to get a lot of referrals. And so that's another benefit that an agent would have, is that, and it also makes you look good if you can refer an agent that's actually good to whoever, family, friend, or coworker. Next thing for the agent, lead generating. Okay, there comes a time when we're we're kind of running dry on opportunities to help people. Sometimes the market shifts in such a way that we don't have a lot of customers at our discretion. So in that particular case, yeah, renter sounds good. We still get a lease fee. We can help people. We can get them into homes. That's our main objective. So yeah, we're gonna utilize that as an opportunity to generate more leads. Hopefully we can get some referrals out of it as well. So it's not a waste of time for us. It's definitely a benefit. Other benefit, lease fee. Now the average lease fee can range anywhere from $50 to $250 to $300. That's on average. Okay, I recently did a property and I made just around $600 on that lease fee. There are properties, as you get into bigger homes, bigger properties, depending on the motivation of whoever the landlord is or the person owning the house, they may put a larger lease fee down. It does happen. I'm living proof that it happened, and let me tell you, it was great. Basically, if I take the calls I made, the time I took to show the properties, if you add it all up, block by block, that's probably about 3 hours is about how much it actually was in terms of time frame. So 3 hours blocked out, made around $600. That's $200 an hour. That was definitely worth my time. I would do that again over and over again. So yeah, it can be a great benefit, even if it's a smaller fee. Let's say it's only $200. Hey, $200 over a 3-hour course, that's still worth your time. And you never know, it could lead to a referral later. So there's definitely some benefits and there's definitely some advantages as a real estate agent that you can have with helping renters. Some disadvantages. Okay, time. And it goes both ways. If you're a renter and you're all excited and you're motivated, you want to go find, and I want to look at as many properties as I can because my real estate agent sent me a ton of things that I can look at and has recommended a lot of places for me to look. Well, it's going to be a challenge because you got to block the time for the real estate agent as well. And if they're running a normal business and they're actually bringing in clientele, they're going to have a limited amount of time for you and probably spend a majority of their time with people that are looking to buy a home. Obviously, it'll benefit them in the long run to help you both, but they're going to focus more so on the home ownership because it's a longer process, it takes more time, and it usually pays out a lot more. So next thing is the disadvantage of the lease fee. Again, this kind of ties into the first thing with time. Your lease fee, it could be as little as $50 or $100 on the property that you want. As real estate agents, we have to show you, we send you listings of multiple properties. So we don't know exactly how much the lease fee is going to be because you just get a general sense of here's a bunch of properties, pick one that you like, and let's go take a look. So maybe $50, maybe $100, maybe $250. Again, we're still in it because we want to help you for future business and referrals, so it's not completely a waste of our time, but when it's measured against an actual homeowner, then it might be considered a little bit of a drawback for us. It's kind of a situation where you just have to roll with it. No rental. That would be the ultimate downside to both parties. If we can't find a rental that's in your price range, and you've looked and you haven't found any, you looked at the homes that we have available in your area and they're just not good, we both lose. You don't get into the property that you want, and we don't actually make any kind of lease fee or referral fee, and the time, gas, and energy was just basically spent on trying to help you. So that's kind of a lose-lose. We may get future business from you if you decide, hey, I can't rent anything, let me buy something. But there's no guarantees. So to answer your question, yes, real estate agents can help renters. Yes, it's an advantage. There are some disadvantages, but it's really up to the real estate agent and it's up to the renter if you want to take the time to work with a real estate agent. I think it's in your best interest to do so. But again, look at these and kind of make your decision from there. All right, that's it. Have a great day, and hopefully I'll see you in either the rental market or the home ownership market. Take care.